Lungs are impressive and significant organs in your body. Let me tell you one unique thing about them. They are the only organs that can float on water. Let's learn more interesting things about the respiratory system. Humans have a well-developed respiratory system which consists of external nares or nostrils. This leads into the nasal cavity, which opens into the pharynx. The uppermost part of the pharyngeal cavity is called nasopharynx. Pharyngeal parts located behind the buccal cavity and the larynx are called oropharynx and laryngopharynx respectively. The larynx is the voice box. A large leaf-like cartilaginous epiglottis guards the opening of the larynx. It is about 4 to 5 centimeters in length and width. This forms the connection between the pharynx and the windpipe or trachea. The lungs are connected to the trachea, which is a tubular structure about 12 centimeters in length and 2.5 centimeters in diameter. The tracheal tube is supported by incomplete C-shaped cartilaginous rings at regular intervals to prevent collapsing of the trachea. It extends up to the middle of the thoracic cavity, where it divides into the right primary bronchus and left primary bronchus that enter the lungs. In each lung, the bronchus divides and redivides to form secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, and bronchioles that further subdivide into many alveolar ducts leading into the alveoli or air sacs. There are about 300 million alveoli in the two lungs. A double-layered pleural membrane encloses the lungs for their protection. The outer layer of the pleura remains attached to the wall of the thoracic cavity. The space between the two pleural membranes is called pleural cavity and contains fluid secreted by its wall, which reduces friction and makes the movement of lungs easy. To summarize, the respiratory system comprises nostrils and a nasal cavity, which opens into the pharyngeal cavity. The pharynx comprises the nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. The epiglottis guards the opening of the larynx. This opening is connected to the trachea, which is supported by C-shaped cartilaginous rings. It divides into left and right bronchus that enters the lungs. Inside the lungs, the bronchi redivide to form secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, and bronchioles. These further subdivide into many alveolar ducts that lead into the alveoli or air sacs. There are about 300 million alveoli in the two lungs. A double-layered pleural membrane encloses the lungs for their protection.